Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, and my team of the highest light resonance, thank you for raising me out of my bed. Thank you for this blessed Allegor Monday. Divine masculine, make it hot. Divine feminine, make it hot. I said, Spirit, make it hot. What's up, man? Let's clear the vibes. Hope you guys enjoyed your all signs, your October check-in. Hope that was sweet for you. Scorpio energy is where we are the Scorpio vibes. And with the Scorpio vibes, I don't know, I'm just feeling like I don't want to see nobody. I feel like I gave you guys enough during the all signs. I'm a little bit in my hibernate mode. So love y'all, but I don't want to see nobody. So look my hands. Okay? I'll get my hands for a second. As you can get these hands. I don't know, I was feeling the art of war. I was feeling that today, but tonight I'm being called to it. So, and we haven't had an art of war in a minute. And Scorpio energy would give that at this time, where the ones that choose to be blunt and courageous and passionate in their pursuits, right? The intelligence, right? Moving just a little bit too intelligent for them, right? Knowing a little bit too much, right? Pick your battles. The best way to win is not to fight, right? Pick your battles, and the best way to win is not to fight. Spirit's like, that's the truth. I ain't gonna fight with you. Spirit's like, why you gonna fight with them, right? And then they're gonna call you out and act like you're a punk because you don't want to fight with them and you don't want to take it there with them. When truth is, you could just take them right the fuck out. And so deep down inside, you're like, I'm saving you, saving myself some fucking time, right? Spirit's like, we're not gonna be playing ourselves, right? Truth is, right? You're smarter than that. You've been smarter than that. You're not falling for it. We are in retrograde. Uh-huh. Okay. Right. And don't you see my summer, baby? You know I love me some summer. Right? Was over it in 2019. And then you became still over it 2021. And now look where we are. Right? Finally over it. Healing takes some time up. Okay? Healing takes some time. What does friendship mean to you? Right? And that energy too of you miss me, right? There's a lot of missing around here, right? They're gonna act like they don't, but they do. They miss it. They miss it all. Right? So that come back to me spell. That come to me. Or it's like in the mind, we're in their subconscious where we sit there and we allure, but we don't know that we're actually calling in things. So it's like you just gotta Make sure at this time too that you're more pure in your state of what it is that you want. Like if you're a freak, you're a freak. Freaky things are gonna come your way. All right. So the real clean out already was supposed to happen and has happened. So talk about it all you want. The spirit's like, and that's where your battle comes in. You don't pick your battle. Right? This is what you want to talk about. This is what you want to. This is what you're battle. This is what you want to put your energy into. And you should be Phoenix rising right now. Right? We all are. We're back into the seed, the moment of the seed, where you don't get to see these things, but it's there, right? And Mother Earth is still producing underneath in the dark underground, right? And then when springtime comes around again, what? You sprout. Right? Do you like what you see? Right? Did you expect to grow so much? Right? Are you looking over to see how the other plants are doing? Right? Do you care about how the other plants are doing? Right? But at this time, did anybody tend to us? Right? Did we need anybody to tend to us? Right? Or were we self-preserved? Come through, spirit. Bum, bum, bum. Self-preserved. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Spirit said, get your timing right. Get your timing right. Timing is critical in war, in business, in sport, and in our relationships with other people. Deciding on your strategy or your plan is essential, but it is only as good as it is appropriate for the situation. Don't rush in like a bull in a china shop. Wait. And when the time is right, don't hesitate. All right? The quality of decision is like the well-timed swoop of a falcon, which enables it to strike and destroy its victim. All right? Get your timing right. All right? This is having enough. This is having it all. This is ready to go, but having to know, right, when to really like leave out. Nothing yet is set in stone, right? There's something here still up brewing, right? And it's getting your timing right, where it's like there's a hesitation in here. It's something where it's like you're right, you've been right, right? You're all right about it. But the hastiness about it's like just cool for a second, right? Some people like to move this way too, right? As soon as they get to hear something, as soon as they're like, they're ready on it, right? That's not that spirit's like that's not you, that's not us. We've come to that time of true understanding of like even in the still moments, right? A lot is going on, right? Whole your vision, emotions are running high. Mm-hmm. Right? You're good enough, Virgo. Right? Your dreams need a practical plan, a lot of earth energy in here. Right? Very close to achieving your goal. Right? When we're manifesting and you're taking things into a new level, sometimes like at this time too, there's a lot of ascension energy. And even for me at this time again, once again, it's like, oh, it's happening. Right? So all that you've been holding on to and all that you've been really dreaming of and still manifesting from summertime is still coming in. Right? Right? You can't sit here and act like nothing's really not going on because a lot is going on, right? But it's like the focus, right? Of holding like exactly what it is that you still want in life and the things that you still deserve, right? And the willingness to still see your commitment of giving, right? 40, right? We have some alien energy around here. See that one, with 4. We got some astral energy around here. We have 4 and 40. Could be seeing 444, right? Guess what 4 is? Guess what the bottom deck was? Ascension, right? Felt it, right? The changes you're experiencing are not always comfortable, but they're necessary for your continued growth. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what this is coming into right now. Like, this is it right now, right? Hold your vision. The emotions are running high, right? And you're just seeing how things can actually come into a certain type of vibe, right? There's a vibe, right? There's a vibe going on right now. There's a vibe, right? It's like for us to attune, right? The attuning is where we are right now, and this is where spirit's like really giving us a chance to actually see, like, okay, you know what, right? Egyptian ego, right? We have Egyptian ego, right? Here's my unit, the Egyptian ego. It's time to release all your past ideals that no longer serve you. If you have been doing the inner work, this card represents its completion and a shift into the new. If you're just beginning, this card represents that it is time to begin your inner work. As we make these great life shifts, those who were once seemed close drift away. Take time to thank them for the lessons you have shared. Egyptian ego offers the higher perspective and viewpoint. Peace, baby. All right. The emotions are running high because at this time, this is what things were like. These are like where of times of where we shared love, where we shared ourselves, where we were in places of workings together, right? Whether relationship, work, friends, right? Miss me with that. You see what I'm saying? Spirits like miss me with that. And they can't act like they don't miss it either. Right? So that's what the emotions are running high. Could be yours as well, right? Cancer energy kicking in, where it's like we'll always be nostalgic, we'll always feel these things, but this is time to rise above. Spirits like peace out to this, right? This is an ascension time. Full moon that passed was really giving, right? And it's funny because nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear what's going on and who's wearing this and what's happening there and who's locked up and who's and no, nobody wants to really rise above, right? So that's why this energy over here is just gonna hit different, right? Love and accept yourself. You see what I'm saying? Love and accept yourself. Move your body. Count your blessing. Hmm. Right? And I love my summer baby because I see this energy, right? She always drops an album like around Libra, Scorpio times, right? And that's coming into like the truth and the transformation energy of this, right? So this is a finally over it to ascend, right? You feel this? You love and accept yourself. Thank you for guiding me, angels, right? You're going on to you're moving on, right? This is finally over it, right? It's finally over. And even if you haven't latched on to the energy of it, don't you see what's going on around you? You don't get the nudges, right? Okay, the nudges are all around. Return of spirit, back to yourself, right? The vibrational shift, right? Being called back. Hmm. Scorpio energy can do that to you, right? And when you really pay attention to it, it's not really free to be out here and hearing and talking the truth of others. And it's really to sit and analyze yourself, open to the infinite possibilities, clear the clutter, right? examining yourself, right? Life's a mystery, right? Going deeper, right? Seeing, right? Seeing more about what you're about, right? Now that you can think, right? So I'm getting a real shift in here of like not being able to think clearly before, but now, right? The truth, right? Balancing the scales out, dreams, right? Visualization, all the third eye. It's clear. Balance, root chakra, right? That's what I'm playing right now, too. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play any music tonight. Let me just run some vibes, right? Grounding, right? Back into the root chakra, back into the vibes, right? This one's a root, sacral, and solar plexus, right? So hitting the three lowers, right? And as the chakras are connected, this is sitting into like the throat chakra is now being connected to the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, right? We've been in the heart for how long, right? So that's where it's right. So that's the anchor. And right after the throat, up, and then right down is your solar plexus. So there's nothing else to do but to just go, right? Cry it out and just go with it, right? Even if you don't have to cry it out, right? Others will may cry for this. Go with it, right? Dream State has been sharing a lot of this stuff too, right? I've been getting this energy from last month. The dreams have been slapping. And I know it was also where I was. The energy was different, right? So it's coming in more profound, right? But I still feel like I would have been getting the same type of dreams like where it was, but maybe it wouldn't have. It probably would, like a different filter. You know what I'm saying? It was very clear, right? So Spirit's like seeing here where it's like, it kind of shows also to the stages of where you missed out on. We were like, because we've been in the inner child for a little bit, right? If you've been doing some of this work, right, you've been seeing where you missed out on you, your will, right? We do have a will to get up and like do this and do that and pay our bills and 9 to 5, but that will to kind of like do the things that you want to do in between. Aquarius, the energy, and freedom is loving, rebellious, idealistic, technological. Mercury, right? Right, Libra. This is where it's like some of you just are so different from your crew, bro. Right? And we may have had partners and people in our lives for so long, but after a while, they just you don't grow, or you don't feel like you're growing because you're still be like showing up in a certain way to please people, and shit only goes on for so long and so far for yourself. I realize that, right? And it's what you want in the world and what you see that you need to get done, right? And what you want to participate in, right? Sometimes your people them don't like the same things as you. That's okay, right? But what's not going to be okay is you missing out on that. The area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or power. Yeah, and I grabbed that. I didn't want that to drop, right? There's something very abundant about this, right? It takes Gemini, right? Communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, informative, right? Stimulating exchange is possible. This is for you to be, right? To get out here and use like, this is a very talkative person, right? Scorpio, right? Somebody that can read, like a master of like, you got you taught the things, right? Little Dr. Phil, right? Let's get a little self-care in. I felt the doctor energy. Dance, read, sing. Right? That's what it is. Spirit's like, let's sing it out. Connect with your ancestors. Use your hands. This month we're gonna sing. Returning of spirit, loving yourself to yourself. Right? Very therapeutic energy as well. Right? In both ways. Right? The use of hands. Maybe some of this month, like, and it's funny because like even with the use of hands here, like I went and got some cupcakes, right, to make some cupcakes. So I got some stuff, and even that, just whipping up and just doing whatever. Like I was like, do I want? And I'm like, I love a sweet, but I'm like, yeah, I don't really need to buy any. I can make some, right? And I make some bomb cupcakes, so I'm like, let me do that myself, right? I'll play some music and right, sing. As I was told, this energy this month is really being complicated. Right? It's actually not, but it feels like it. Right? That's the moon. Yeah. Right. The only thing that has been denied is the energies that weren't obedient. Right? If you've been obedient and you feel like you have done things that were like disobedient in essence, but it made you feel liberated in such a way where you felt free, right? All is well. The only ones that are crying are, like I said, the ones that miss you. Right? Sometimes we can't see the success in things because even ourselves were invisible to our own selves, but then we snap out of it. Okay. Fragments, yeah. Bits and pieces. It's not complicated anymore. I'm also being told this energy, this is like 4 to 5 years old. This energy has been, like, you've been ascending and using this energy for like 4 to 5 years now. Gone past this. Right. Differences. Took you a while. These situations have even showed you the indifferences within ourselves and certain things in certain ways where boom, you get to see now, okay, right, how am I gonna move when things get complicated, right? All this stuff has leveled up for the new. It's just to be ready. Right, letting go, butterfly energy. All right, transformation is beautiful, playful. Mm-hmm. 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 Scorpio energy is funny because you see, one thing that people don't really understand about Scorpio energy is that its switch up game is, listen, you may sit here, right? Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity, right? Scorpio energy switch up game is like, listen, so 1 minute it will just be everything is good. The next minute everything is just, all right? That's what I'm saying. So this energy where it's like, it's not